Today, we will delve into an intriguing topic that will lead us to reflect on the incredible similarities between two seemingly distinct places, St. Peter's Square in the Vatican and Teotihuacan, the mysterious city of the gods in Mesoamerica. Have you ever stopped to think why St. Peter's Square has such a peculiar structure, with its majestic basilica in the center? And what about Teotihuacan, with its imposing pyramids and rich mythology? Is it all mere coincidence, or is there something deeper at play? First, we will explore the mystical characteristics of Teotihuacan, from its precise astronomical alignment to its rituals and sacrifices, and compare them with the grandeur of St. Peter's Square. Get ready for a fascinating journey through the mysteries of the past. Let's begin by discussing the astronomical alignment of Teotihuacan, an impressive evidence of the profound connection between the ancient Teotihuacanos and the cosmos. The Avenue of the Dead, for example, is aligned with the sunrise on the day of Quetzalcoatl's death, an important Mesoamerican deity. Just imagine the precision required to achieve such a feat millennia ago. Furthermore, the pyramids of Teotihuacan, such as the Pyramid of the Sun and the Pyramid of the Moon, are not just monumental structures, but symbolically represent sacred mountains and portals between the earthly and celestial worlds. And we mustn't forget the various temples dedicated to different deities, such as Quetzalcoatl and Tlaloc, which reveal the rich Teotihuacan mythology. Teotihuacan is also filled with mystical symbolism, from the presence of the feathered serpent to the numerology present in its buildings. And what about the rituals and sacrifices performed to maintain cosmic order and ensure the prosperity of the city? These are aspects that make us reflect on the spiritual depth of the ancient inhabitants of Teotihuacan. And what about the mystical energy that many visitors report feeling when walking through the streets of this ancient city? Is it just a product of imagination, or is there something more? A spiritual connection that transcends time and space? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our daily videos. As we explore the legacy and mysteries of Teotihuacan, we are led to consider the remarkable similarities with St. Peter's Square in the Vatican. Let's start with the central axis of these monumental sites. Both St. Peter's Square and Teotihuacan have structures that organize space and direct attention to a focal point. In the Vatican, the imposing Basilica of St. Peter stands at the end of the square, while in Teotihuacan, the majestic Pyramid of the Sun dominates the horizon along the Avenue of the Dead. This centrality is just the beginning of the surprising similarities between these places. Now, let's explore the spatial organization of these sites. Both St. Peter's Square and Teotihuacan are composed of different areas with specific functions. In the Vatican, the square is divided into two distinct areas: the Square of the Pilgrims and the Square of the Audiences. In Teotihuacan, we find the Citadel, the Avenue of the Dead, and the pyramid complexes. This meticulous structuring reveals how these sites were planned to serve specific purposes within their respective cultures. Now, let's dive into the geometry and symbolism of these structures. Both St. Peter's Square and Teotihuacan demonstrate a precise use of geometry and proportions, carrying religious and cosmological symbolism. St. Peter's Square is an ellipse, representing the embrace of the Church, while the Pyramid of the Sun in Teotihuacan represents the connection between the earthly and celestial worlds. This profound symbolic charge invites us to reflect on the meaning behind the shape of these monuments. It is impossible to ignore the cultural and historical importance of these sites. Both St. Peter's Square and Teotihuacan are landmarks of great significance for their respective cultures. The square is one of the main centers of the Catholic faith, while Teotihuacan was an important religious and political center in Mesoamerica. This historical and cultural relevance reminds us of the lasting influence these places have on the societies that created them. In addition to the mentioned characteristics, there are other fascinating similarities between these sites. Both have monuments and ornaments that enrich the space and reinforce their symbolic importance. They also have sophisticated drainage systems to deal with rainwater and a strong connection to astronomy and the calendar. These additional elements further highlight the complexity and care with which these sites were built. St. Peter's Square in the Vatican and Teotihuacan, despite belonging to different cultures and historical periods, present remarkable similarities in their structure, spatial organization, and symbolism. These similarities remind us of the importance of universal principles such as centrality, spatial organization, geometry, and symbolism in the construction of places of religious and cultural significance. I hope you enjoyed this exploration, and don't forget to leave your comments below and share this video with your friends. Until the next adventure.